Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. Sorry it's taken me so long to get here. I repel any negative energies and I return them back sender. I was going to say center, but sender in the name of Jesus Christ and with the help of Archangel Michael. We are using the Angel Wisdom Tarot tonight. For some reason, I felt called to do an Aquarius reading tonight. I don't know why. I have a list. I keep a list of the signs that I do for certain readings, and but for some reason I just felt called to do Aquarius. So let's get started with the past, with the last week of April. Aquarius, somebody really hurt you because we have the Three of Swords. Okay, this was either heart problems or somebody hurt you really badly or they ghosted you. This says great sadness that will heal with time. Let go of the past, personal growth that comes from challenges, healing misunderstandings, being there for those in need. And this hurts, Aquarius. And the reason it hurts is because when I see that part of the card where it says being there for those in need, I just get this feeling that this person that hurt you, even though they hurt you, you're the type of person that would still be there for them in their time of need, even though they hurt you. This card indicates the need for emotional healing. It reflects that there's sadness in your life at this time. It might be a recent development, or it could be something from the past that continues to weigh heavily upon your heart. The three elements to healing are time, forgiveness, and allowing loved ones to help. That also kind of reminds me of something I was reading today this morning at the coffee shop. I was never really into Joyce Meyer. Growing up, my mom loved Joyce Meyer, but I was never really into her. I didn't like listening to her preaching. I thought her voice was kind of annoying. Just my personal opinion, but she still had good messages. I just wasn't into them. But I was actually reading something by her today about anxiety. And I don't have the booklet on me, but it was talking about, casting our cares onto God and doing what we can do and letting God help with the rest. And that's what this kind of energy reminds me of. So, if part of your sadness is due to questions about why something happened, ask your angels to bring understanding and clarity around the issue. And why is actually one of the most painful psychological questions you can ever ask someone. You're never supposed to ask someone why. But some of you could be asking yourselves that over and over again about why something happened. And it kind of reminds me of a newspaper article I was reading today that I would have preferred not to have read. But I do get the Sunday paper every Sunday. And this article is about a woman who seriously hurt her 7-month-old baby. And Snowflake's going to come up here and make a guest appearance. But the baby had hemorrhages, like retinal hemorrhaging, serious trauma. And the mother had claimed that, she just dropped the baby. Like she had been sleeping with the baby and the baby rolled over and dropped. But the newspaper article, and he's going to rub up against my laptop, the newspaper article said that while falls to an infant can cause retinal hemorrhaging, they are more likely to occur through blunt force trauma. It said something about that. I don't know if it worded it that way, blunt force trauma. I think it said they're more likely to occur from someone doing something to the baby than from just falling. It's not very likely that a fall is going to cause retinal hemorrhages in the eyes. It's usually more likely due to someone doing something to the baby, such as blunt force trauma. It didn't say blunt force trauma in the sentence, but it said someone doing something to the baby or something to the baby's head. Blunt force trauma is just an example of something being done. But that's what this card reminds me of, that because a lot of people will read that newspaper article and they want to know why, like why something happened, why did that happen, why did she do that. And the Three of Air encourages you to actively deal with your sorrow rather than pushing it away or pretending it doesn't exist. Okay, Three of air. I think I said the three of air. Hopefully, I didn't say the three of fire. So, by working through it now, you set the stage for healing in the near term instead of having to revisit unhappy emotions over and over. So, some of you may need to seek counseling at this time because if you don't seek counseling, if you don't, get through the why of what happened, and I think Snowflake is trying to remove your swords for you because Snowflake keeps getting on the couch and walking over this Three of Swords card. You know how cats like to tip stuff over. So I'm going to do what Rambling Mike does for Aquarius and for other signs. What I was trying to say for what Rambling Mike does for this card, I'm going to do what Rambling Mike does for this card. Out, out, out of Aquarius's heart, out of Aquarius's read, out of Aquarius's spread, out of Aquarius's life. But my point is you need to work through this now so you can heal in the near term instead of having to revisit unhappy emotions, thoughts or memories over and over in the future. So some of you may need to go through counseling to prevent this issue from becoming PTSD. Some of you may still develop PTSD anyways, but I really think it's worth getting into counseling, whatever this issue is. Additional meanings of this card are forgiving others and yourself, loneliness, healing misunderstandings, emerging from challenging situations stronger than before, relationship concerns, and again, it lists being there for others in need. Snowflakes talking tonight. I want to know what this pain was, Aquarius. We have the Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. So what happened was someone came in with a message for you this last week of April because we have the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords. 10 of Wands is basically about heavy burdens or injuries or health problems. So someone came rushing in with a message for you. And normally when I see this Knight of Swords energy, I think of an EMT. This could have been a medical professional that came rushing in to give you the news about why something went down the way it went down. Not necessarily why it happened. I did word it wrong. I'm trying to word it the right way. Not why something went down the way it went down, but why certain injuries were present in a certain situation. So, for example, this picture, and let's move from talking to babies. Let's move from talking about babies. I'm not really comfortable talking about injuries involving babies. So, let's talk about the elderly. Okay. Say if you have like a grandma or an elderly parent that was in the nursing home or being taken care of, and they presented with a lot of injuries, and you've got people telling you, oh, they just had a fall in the nursing home, they weren't using their cane. And, nothing happened to this person. But really, with this Knight of Swords energy, we have a healthcare professional like an EMT or a private detective, because swords can also be associated with the law sometimes. A private detective or a cop that gave you a message about why someone had a bunch of injuries, like what happened to them. Not the why as in the psychological aspect, not the why as in why someone did something to this person, but why the injuries were there. So you got a message this last week of April about why something was there from a private detective. This first week of May, we get the Eight of Pentacles. This is you working hard. Some of you are going back to school, learning all you can about a subject or career, taking a seminar, finding a mentor, maybe taking up a trade. Okay, we have wise counselor. Some of you are going into counseling or spiritual matters. Three of Pentacles and the Moon. Okay. So whoever is teaching you your new trade, they're not really They're trying not to dump everything on you all at once, because the moon is a card about secrets, but it could be that this person is giving you a little bit at a time, like a little bit at a time to help you learn something. They don't want to just dump everything on you and overwhelm you to where you don't want to do this career or this trade at all. So someone is, they're helping you, but it's like in chunks. Like it kind of reminds me of my teaching internship where we were encouraged to help the students learn in chunks. The middle week of May, we have you leaving something. This could be you leaving your previous job. I think the reason you're learning a trade or a skill is because you weren't really satisfied with your previous job and you're moving on. You're seeking more from life than what you are experiencing. Some of you are leaving home or choosing to make big life changes. This is also a change in priorities. So, with you leaving, we have the Ten of Pentacles. You have saved up enough money to go after your dreams, and the King of Pentacles. So, you're very financially successful at this time, and you're closing out a cycle with this Ten of Swords. So to me, closing out a cycle as far as jobs go, to me, it means maybe there was a certain type of job you were always involved in. Maybe you were always a cashier, you always worked in a factory, whatever type of jobs you always had, you're leaving that behind for a new job, a new vocation. Your attitude for the first week of May is the Two of Pentacles. So you're being really busy. It's like you're working and going to school. You're great at multitasking. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Well, not Nine of Pentacles, excuse me. The Nine of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Four of Wands. So even though you're very busy, you seem to have fun while doing it with that Four of Wands. But with this High Priestess, you're keeping your business a secret, so you're not going around your job, at Walmart or the factory or wherever and being like, I'm leaving or you're keeping everything a secret and just, protecting what's yours with this Nine of Wands energy. And influencing you is the Empress. Some of you are being influenced by Libra, or some of you may be pregnant, or you're involved with someone who's pregnant. You could also be starting something new with someone. Six of Pentacles, King of Air, Nine of Cups. This person is your wish fulfillment, okay? And this person could be very successful as well with that King of Air energy. This person could be a lawyer. They could be someone involved in the law or legal system. This is a very successful person, and you see them as wish fulfillment. And they're giving to this situation with the Six of Pentacles. This person could be even helping you with getting loans or financial aid or learning about how school, the college system works. Your obstacle for the first 10 days is the Chariot, okay? So your obstacle may be that, something to deal with travel or your car. Maybe some of you would prefer to take online classes when it comes to studying. We have the Emperor, the Five of Air, and the Balance card, okay? So there may be something involving travel that's not balanced. This guy, he's kind of joking around and stuff with his friends with this Five of Swords energy. To me, it kind of reminds of someone joking with someone and they're like, yeah, I'd love to go to school more, but I don't want to be on the side of the road. Is something going on with my car. It's not balanced. It needs this or it needs that. There's something that's not balanced. So that's the obstacle, something to do with travel or a car. Some of you may also need to get a different mechanic because you don't want to go to someone and you just need one thing and then that person's telling you need like a whole new engine when you don't. So I'm not really trusting this Five of Swords energy. Some of you may need to get a different mechanic. So needing to get a different mechanic. And what I really don't like about this energy is, you could be telling this mechanic, well, I replaced this. You said this was wrong last time, but now you're saying this. And this person could be telling you, well, just be patient, just be patient with this temperance. No, like I would definitely find a different mechanic when it comes to what's going on with your car. Your outcome for the first week of May is the Six of Swords. Some of you could be moving. You might be moving to get closer to your trade or school of choice or new job that you're picking up. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. You are kind of worried about this move. You could be moving closer to start a new beginning with someone with this Ace of Wands, maybe someone that you find attractive. Some of you are moving to be with someone that you find attractive this week. Moving to be with someone that you find attractive or seizing on a new opportunity, which you don't see coming this week as an ending. We do have this release card, the release card. We have the Judgment, the Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Some of you are letting go of someone who is very active, who moved around a lot, or you're letting go of a job that caused you to have to move around a lot with this eight of wands. Okay, you're letting go of a job that required you to move around a lot. I don't mean move around a lot as in like drive, but move around a lot as in a lot of physical manual labor. Some of you are leaving behind a job like that. Okay, so Judgment, Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. You're releasing your need to move around a lot. What's the advice for Aquarius? We have Knight of Wands. Okay. So you need to trust your instincts at this time and stay focused. Trust your instincts and stay focused. Some of you have been caring for others, but forgetting to take care of yourself. We have Queen of Cups. You need to remember to take care of yourself. And again, it's talking about you trusting yourself, but it says trust your intuition and follow your heart, okay? And we have the Ace of Air. You also need to communicate clearly and concisely, okay? And remain objective. So, for example, if you're letting go of a job, you need to be clear and concise about that. Let your boss know if you're giving them 2 weeks notice, or if you're not going to be around by a certain time. Okay, I didn't really expect this to be mainly about career and finances and stuff like that, but it just happened that way. Let's get the messages from Archangel Michael. I liked that Hierophant energy that was in your spread, because I think what's happening is, for some of you, you may be going back to school for counseling after all you've been through, and you're going to make great counselors, because you've been through a lot yourself. Not that, counselors tell their problems to patients, because they don't, but you're able to empathize more with your clients because of what you've been through. I know there are some people out there that They go into a certain vocation because that's what their family did. Their family was lawyers, so their family were lawyers, so they became a lawyer, but you're not doing that with counseling. Your home is protected by angels, and it says, "My prayer, Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over my home and its inhabitants. I ask that you post guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring its security. Thank you for guiding my finances so that I can easily afford to pay my rent, mortgage, or taxes." Okay. So you're divinely protected around this time. You're being told to focus upon divine and perfect health, and it is time to leave an unhealthy situation. Okay. So, regardless of where you're living or a certain job, you may need to leave behind a place of residence or a job because it's unhealthy. It's not that it's unsafe. I can't tell you that your home is not safe because we just got the message that your home is protected by angels. But for some of you, your home may not be healthy, or a certain relationship or job you're in is not healthy, and you need to focus on your health and leave an unhealthy situation. And to me, this also means some of you need to let the past go. Stop blaming yourself for the past if that's what you're doing. Decide to be happy now. You and your loved ones are safe, and honor and trust your feelings. And you are innocent in this situation. So, if you were accused of doing something you didn't do, you were innocent in your situation. And you're also being called to honor and trust your feelings in regards to if someone else is innocent in this situation. If you feel like someone is innocent in this situation, honor and trust your feelings that they are innocent. You're going to have a favorable outcome. And when you have this favorable outcome in regards to a new job or a new home, you need to make a commitment, okay? So I'm going to pull out some oracle cards for you, Aquarius, because I just felt really bad with the beginning of the reading. Like, I felt bad with like all the stuff you're having to go through, whatever that may be. So we're going to pull some energy oracle cards to end the reading. Hopefully pull something good for you. Because usually these oracle cards will have something good in them. And okay, I need to hurry up because we're at 30% for the computer, and I don't want it to crash before you get your reading. Okay. Because it'll tell me that I need to charge the computer when it gets to 25%. We're 5% away, so hurry up, Amanda. Ugh. Alrighty, Aquarius, these are your oracle cards. If I can get them out right. You have contracts. Some of you are signing a contract for a new job or new house. You're going on a journey. Some of you are moving. And you're going to have a happy family, Aquarius. Wherever you're moving, you're going to have a happy family, regardless of whether it's a happy work family or just a happy family in general. Your life's going to get better, Aquarius. So that's all I have, Aquarius. Thank you for coming to this reading. And thank you for liking and subscribing and supporting this channel. Namaste. Bye for now.